Just hear those sleigh bells ringling, jing, jang, jangling too. I've got a can of Ricos and a bag full of emails for you. Hey everybody, did you forget about us? I'm not proud of this, but I might have forgotten about you. You see, in the midst of a global pandemic, an unprecedentedly weird season, and just all of the angst and holiday stress, we haven't checked in with y'all in a while. So we're going to rectify that, as Caden, the wonderful producer, and I are here to bring you another episode of Ask the Boys. No, we're not back in the studio. No, we're not solving crimes or opening presents in a bunny costume. But I'm going to get to as many questions of yours as possible about this Cowboys season and beyond. It goes better with nachos or a chili dog or anything, but like, I'm not even exaggerating. I could eat the stuff with a spoon, and I just did. Question number one, Keenan, we're going to start with football stuff because y'all insist on making me talk about football stuff. He says, has Jordan Lewis done enough to make this coaching staff consider him as part of the future? It's a wonderful question. Did you see my man play against the 49ers the other day? Had a sack, had some nice gritty tackles, got in there. I'm really interested about what the future holds for Jordan Lewis and Chido Awuzie. Spare me your sarcasm. I think they're both solid players. I think I would like to have them both back on this team for the right price. Guess what? It's Christmas. I have no idea what the right price looks like right now, but it's something to keep an eye on. This team has a super, super depleted secondary. Chido's a free agent. Jordan Lewis is a free agent. Xavier Woods is a free agent. I gotta figure out something to do with all of those guys. And Chido and Jordan, maybe I'm overreacting to one game, but who cares? You're not watching Ask the Boys for like just the best football analysis, but I think they've both played pretty well. I'm curious to see where that goes. Ben Weaver, speaking for all of my reactionary Cowboys fans, says, I love Zeke and I understand it was just one game, but what would GM Helman do? Would you cut Zeke? What would the cost be? Would you keep him? Would you trade him? Blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. You're not crazy if you're disappointed by the season that Ezekiel Elliott has had. But you are crazy if you think that there's a ton that you can do about it. The guy just signed a gigantic contract extension last year. It would cost the Cowboys something like $21 million in dead cap money to cut him. And who's going to trade for him? Like, yeah, I guess somebody might throw you a bag of chips, but if all you're getting is a bag of chips, wouldn't you rather just have Ezekiel Elliott? It's been a disappointing season. He's been banged up. He's had a bad offensive line. He hasn't had his quarterback. Still, you'd like to see more from a $15 million running back, but I think I'd rather just run it back, and with a healthier offense, I think Zeke Elliott will be just fine in 2021. Like I said, I understand the disappointment. GM David Helman would keep Ezekiel Elliott right where he is. I think it's the best course of option. Moving on. Okay, football's boring. What else do we want to talk about? Mike D says, how many dogs is too many dogs? This is a current debate within my household. Actually, hey, if I could give any present this year, if I could put my Santa hat on, I would give another dog to my father. He's been dying to get another dog for like 8 months. My mom won't let him. If you have the space, no dogs are too many dogs. Like, I live in a shoebox, so I don't need more than the one that I have. He's, hey, Admiral Josington. Yeah, I only need one because I live in a tiny apartment. But if you've got the room, let's do a cuddle puddle, Mike. Like, as many dogs as you can fit in your house. All dogs are good dogs. So get the dog. Buy the dog for whoever wants it. Buy it for yourself. Merry Christmas. Dogs make the holidays brighter. Love the question. All right, Caden, I know it's the holidays. I know you've got a lot of stuff going on. But if you have time, I want you to make a little graphic and put Trolls Corner brought to you by Rico's, because these are the troll questions. We got Johnny Hernandez says, why did LSU not make the college football playoff? Because they're really bad, Johnny. They're very, very bad. They had an awful, no good, terrible season. Their defense looked a lot like the Cowboys. You could probably relate. But guess what? They finished the season on a 2-game winning streak against Florida and Ole Miss. Couldn't be happier about it. Like, in the depths of my despair, LSU rose from the ashes to give me a reason to be happy about college football for the first time in a year. So we're going to call that a win. Hey, Florida, how'd that shoe toss feel? Yeah, that's what I thought. Now we got J.K. Walker coming at me with like the hollow tip ammunition. Very, very hurtful. Very hurtful, J.K. She says, at what age did you reach your current height? Believe it or not, I was the tallest kid in my 7th grade class. They used to pick me first for stuff because I was a giant when I was 12. And then everybody caught up and passed me. And here we are. I just turned 32. I don't think I've grown an inch since 1999. You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm small and fuzzy and spunky, and I make it work for me. And I'm at peace. But thank you. Finishing things off, I love, this is it's a wonderful life question from Triskaps Zorpingus. I know that's not your real name. I assume you're a Mavericks fan, but that's okay. He says, David, what is the meaning of the universe? And you know what? We're not going to get too deep here on Ask the Boys because I'm eating nacho cheese out of a can. Thank you, Ricos. But I happen to believe that you assign the meaning to the life or the world that you want to lead. So for me, the meaning of the universe or of life or whatever you want to call it is just being good to people, enriching the lives of those around you, loving the people in your life, and trying to love as many other people as you can because we're all we got as far as I know. And I don't know. Yeah, that just kind of feels like the philosophy. Call it the golden rule if you want, or the nacho cheese colored rule. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Sorry it took me so long. And, we'll see y'all a lot more here as we move into 2021 and see where this wacky Cowboys season is going. Cheers.